paranoid. Gosh, words are hard. It's like 9 o'clock at night and it's been a long day. Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm filming my second update to my Pan That palette for 2021. If you guys are following along, my Pan That palette is the Urban Decay Original Naked palette. I started this project with 3 pans, which was Naked, Dark Horse, and Creep. And at the end of January, I hit pan in Half Baked, so I had 4 pans, and I set 2 goals for the month of February. The 2 goals I set were 1 to hit pan in Virgin, and the second goal was to get a dip started in Gunmetal. I'm gonna go ahead and insert a clip of what the palette looked like at the end of February. So I had 4 pans and I had a goal to hit a new pan in the month of February. With this light, you can't really see the palette, but I'm gonna show you anyways. So that's what it looked like last month, and this is what it looks like now. It's super exciting. If I cover the light a little, I think you'll probably be able to see it. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I hit pan in Virgin, and it's quite a big pan too. Normally when I hit pan, it's usually a very tiny baby pan, but that's a big pan in Virgin. Like I said in the intro, this palette was pre-owned. I bought it used, and the previous owner had a big dip in Virgin, but I was the one that hit pan, so yay. I give myself credit because I really only use that shade in brow bone, as a brow bone highlight or inner corner. The other goal I had was Gunmetal, and I do have a very tiny dip going in that. I consider like I've met my goals for the past month because I did not do my makeup as much as I did in January. In January I did my makeup a lot. So something I did different in this last month is I got a little post, what are these called? Like a note card, and I started tallying. I normally am not a fan of tallying. I'm not a fan of tallying because I feel like I get paranoid that I didn't mark it, so then I go back and mark it again, and I just don't trust myself. This morning when I tallied the look that I did today, I also was like, that doesn't seem right, but whatever. I did start tallying, so I'm going to do a different color every month. For February I did orange. So I can actually tell you how many times I used each shade. So I'll just go one by one. The first shade is Virgin, which my goal was to hit pan in, and I used Virgin a total of 9 times in February, which means I only did my makeup 9 times in February, which is not a lot for me. I mean, it's a lot for me, but in general, for the whole month, that's not a lot. The next shade is Sin. I only used that shade once in February, so it looks the exact same, pretty much, like no difference there. The next shade is Naked. I did not use that at all, and that one already has pan, so I'm not focusing on that one. Before I focus on using up a shade, I'm really just trying to hit pan in all the shades first, so I'm not working on that. It's one of 2 mattes in this palette, and I'm trying to hit pan in the other matte. The next shade is Sidecar. That one I used twice in February. That one has a lot of glitter in it. So I think in the last update I said that I don't really see a big difference between Sidecar and Sin. I noticed now that Sidecar has glitter in it and it falls out. Today when I did my makeup I had a lot of glitter fall out. Because I am wearing that shade today, and it does have a lot of glitter fall out. That's pretty much the difference between Sin and Sidecar. The next shade is Buck, which is the other matte in the palette. That one does have a big dip going in it. I wear that shade almost every time I do my makeup, almost every time. So I did my makeup 9 times in February, and I only used it 8 times. There was one look that I did not use it, and if I recall correctly, I did not like that look. But it has a huge dip, like super huge dip going. But the thing is with that shade, because I'm wearing it in the crease transition area, I use a big fluffy brush. So that one's not going to be like these shades where I use like a small detail brush. Like that one is going to make a big dip all the way around. So that one's going to be a while. Plus it's a matte, so it's going to be a while for that one. But as long as I keep using it, I'm moving in the right direction. The next shade is Half Baked. I did use that twice, and I did expand the pan a little tiny bit. So I was talking about, I just finished talking about Half Baked. The next shade is Smog. I don't like Smog. I really don't like that shade. It is like a mix between Half Baked and Dark Horse, which I don't know what to do with it, because it's like, it's not light enough to be a lid shade, but it's not dark enough to be a outer V shade. I don't know how to use that shade yet. And as it's obvious that I don't know how to use that shade yet, because I used that shade 0 times in February. So I do need to start playing with it and figure out how to use it. The next shade is Dark Horse. Also did not use that shade at all. Like I said in the last update, pretty much spent all of 2020 trying to hit pan on that shade, and I just barely hit pan like January 1st of this year, of 2021. It was either the 1st or the 2nd of 2021, but so I was not successful in last year's project to hit pan in that last year, but I did hit pan in it this year. So I'm taking a break from that shade. The next shade is Toasted. I did use that shade twice. That is a shade that I do like, but I was focusing on these two, Sidecar and Sin, so I did get a dip going in it in January, so I decided to take a break and focus on these two shades for a little bit. So I did use it twice. I do like that shade. It does have a good dip going. The next shade is Hustle. Hustle I used quite a bit. Hustle I used 8 times. It doesn't look like I've used it 8 times, but I definitely used it 8 times. I really like using Hustle. Like, so I would put Buck in the crease area, and then I'd put like Hustle on top and blend it together. I really like the way that looks. That is the way I pretty much love to use it. The next shade is Creep. I have it marked as I used it once. It already has pan in it, and it is a black. So I don't remember how I used it, but yeah, that is a shade that I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna finish this year. Not because I don't like it, just because you need so little of it to really get pigment on the eyes. So if I could get that pan, if I could get like side pan with that shade, I would be really happy. The last shade is Gunmetal, and that was a shade that I was trying to focus on to get a dip going. So I do think I was successful in that. It's a very tiny dip for how much I did my makeup in February. I'm happy with that dip. I used that shade a total of 9 times. So Gunmetal's pretty like famous for not being liked really. Pretty much everyone loves this half of the palette. And not so much these colors, but specifically Gunmetal, I know people do not like. Most people do not like. Yeah, I gotta say I agree. This shade, sometimes I could get it to look blue, like here, and sometimes it looks like a black. If I could get it to look like the blue, like stay light, that would be cool. I think I would like it better, but more than half the time it looks like a black, which is already a black in this palette. Yeah, I don't like that shade. I tried doing a couple things with it. I tried when I do Buck and Hustle, instead of Hustle I tried using Gunmetal like in the crease, like the same way, to darken Buck up. I didn't like that look. I tried it on the lid. The best way I seem to like Gunmetal is like a really dark smoky eye with like Creep in the outer V and then Gunmetal on the lid. That's the only way that I've really liked it so far, and I've done that look a couple times now, and I do get compliments when I do that. So I think that's gonna be the way I hit pan on it, is by doing really dark smoky eye. The one thing about this palette, it's very dark, very smoky eyes. My mom loves it when I do smoky eyes, surprisingly. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's not really appropriate to wear smoky eyes to work, but I do it all the time because I'm trying to hit pan in this. I mean, my job's not a serious job, but still, I feel like people are thinking, where do you think you're going? So I am happy with the progress. I hit another pan this past month. So far in my Pan That palette, my first ever Pan That palette, like official Pan That palette, I've hit pan in each month. So 1 in January, one in February. Don't know if March is gonna happen because I'm not really close on any shades. At least with the last 2 months I was close in those. But so now let's talk about goals for the next month. Let me put this postcard down before I bend it even more. So I'm just gonna pick 2 shades to focus on and get dips deepened. The 2 shades that I'm going to focus on are Hustle, which is this dark purple. I really want to get that dip looking deeper. And the other shade I want to focus on is Sidecar. Sidecar I've decided to focus on. I've worn it twice so far this month in March, and I wore it twice in February, so I'm focusing on it like right in the middle, and I am using a detail brush with that because I feel like that's how I get the best pigment, to use a detail brush and just kind of pat it on. So yeah, there's a lot. It is a very glittery shade though. I'm not very close on either of those 2 shades. I'm hoping that Buck by the next update, it'd be something that I can focus on, like something that would be close enough to where I could hit pan in it. So I'm not hopeful that there'll be a pan next month. Right now I have 5 pans. 5 pans out of 12. 5 pans out of 12. So I'm happy. I'm almost halfway there. But now I'm pretty much left with the hardest shades. I got the easy ones. Easy ones? Well, these 2 I considered easy. Half Baked and Version. Naked, the previous owner got a big dip for me, so that was easy. Dark Horse was basically brand new, and I hit pan on that all by myself, and it took a really long time. Creep, I used so much. I used that shade for like 6 months straight in pretty much every single look, either as an eyeshadow, as an eyeliner, or as a outer V shade. And I pretty much used a eyeliner brush though, no matter how I used it, and that's how I was able to hit pan in it. I did expand the pan a little bit this year, but very little. I mostly, so because I used an eyeliner brush with it, it went straight down, and now I'm like flattening around that pan, so it's not looking so straight down for the month. Okay, so yeah, those are the 2 goals that I've set for myself for the month of March. I'm really hoping to do my makeup more this month. I work really odd hours, either really early in the morning or really late at night, which sounds like the same thing, but it's not. So that's kind of what stops me from doing my makeup, is if I work really early in the morning, I'd rather sleep the extra half hour than get up early and do my makeup. Plus I'm still so new to makeup that I feel like going to work with a half a face of makeup right now, because I'm only doing it up to here because of the pandemic, and face masks. Like my makeup just kind of, I have oily skin, so it just kind of melts off and it doesn't look good by the end of the shift, and I just don't like that. My foundation is not the right shade for me, and also I'm thinking it oxidizes because I leave my house feeling like it looks super good, and I come back thinking, oh my god, it is orange. So I think it oxidizes. Or I don't know what's happening with that. But yeah, I really need to get over it. I notice with makeup I go through phases. Like I'm really on top of it, I'm using my makeup, and then I'm not doing anything. But I have gotten in the kick again. I have done my makeup 2 days in a row now, which is a really good thing for me. But yeah, this is my update. It was an exciting month for me because I hit pan. But yeah, that's my update. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys leave a comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.